Welcome everyone. This is our project and it will consist of 3 different stages, starting with the example of record, debit and credit in a balance sheet, and the GLS schedule. First, we have 8 different movements in the company and we managed to explain them as clear as possible in order to arrange them in separate accounts. So number 1 is telling us that on December 1st of 2021, VAT payable was 896 coming from the bank, so we will charge that to the bank and we'll pay the same amount to the VAT account. Then we have 65,000 in the bank that we located in the bank account on the pay side. We also have bank loans of 29,350 and this pay is going in the bank loans account, and also a charge of the same amount in the bank account. Then we have clients. In this case, Juan Vega buys 6,496 of merchandise. That pays goes to the client's account but also charges the warehouse with the same amount. In warehouse, we have 550 backpacks at 25 each, meaning we have to pay 13,750 in the warehouse account. Then we have furniture and equipment for 45,000. That is going in the furniture equipment account as a charge. And finally, we have a capital stock or cash of 3,000 and that went to the cash account. Then number 2 says that on the 6th day there was a purchase of 400 backpacks from La Colorada, which will take 2 days to arrive at a price of 25 each plus VAT. 50% is paid by check and the rest on credit, meaning that 5,000 is paid to the supplier and the same amount is charged in the bank account and paying the VAT, which is 800 twice. Number 3 says that on the 7th date, the telephone is paid for 1,000 plus VAT, paying it in cash. So 1,000 goes to the expenses account as a pay and is also a charge in bank, adding 160 to a VAT payable account. Number 4 says that on the 13th day, there was a sale of 650 backpacks at 25 each, plus VAT, which was paid in credit, charging the warehouse for the same amount and paying it to the bank account, but also paying 2,600 to the VAT payable account. Number 5 says that on the 15th day, it was agreed with the supplier to keep new product line merchandise for 1 month. The total merchandise amount is 25,000 and that goes to the warehouse account as a pay, but also goes to the bank account as a charge. Number 6 says that on the 18th day, 3 months of advertising is paid in advance. 10,000 each month plus VAT, which is paid by check, charging 30,000 to the bank account and paying it to advertising account, and paying it also 4,800 to the VAT account. Number 7 says that on the 22nd date, a consignment of leather backpacks was received from the suppliers in credit for the value of 45,000, charging 45,000 to the supplier account and paying it to the warehouse account. Number 8, and finally, it says that on the 26th date, the company pays by check 50% of the bank loans, which charge 3.5% of interest, plus VAT, charging 14,650 to the bank and paying it to the bank loans account, but also paying 1,025.50 to the interest account and charging it to the bank, and finally paying 4,688 to the VAT and charging it to the bank account. In our balance sheet for La Casa de Maria on December 21st of 2022, we include our assets. And our current assets include cash and cash equivalents, that is 3,000. In bank, we have 32,978.50. In clients, we have 6,496. And finally, in warehouse, we have 71,004. The total current assets is 113,487.50. Now, the non-current assets include furniture and equipment, which is $45,000. The expenses is $1,000. The propaganda and advertising is $30,000. The total non-current assets are $76,000, and the total amount of all the assets is $189,478.50. Liabilities. Our current liabilities include supplier, which is $65,000, interest, which is $1,025.50, BIT payable, that is $14,744, and bank loans, which is $14,650. Our total liabilities are $95,419.50, and our equity is $94,059. Our equity is positive, and that means that the amount that we got is the quantity of the earnings of the company. If our equity was negative, that would mean that we are on a big debt. But in this case, our equity is actually positive and it's a big number. So that means that the company had a lot of assets that were made into money, and that money was made into the company's earnings.
La Casa de Maria income statement for the year ended at December 30th, 2021. For current assets, we have 3,000 pesos coming from cash and cash equivalents, 32,978.50 coming from banks, giving a total of 35,978.50 pesos. We also have 6,496 coming from clients, 71,004 coming from warehouses, 1,000 coming from other assets, and 30,000 from propaganda and advertising, giving us a total for current assets the amount of 144,478.50 pesos. In non-current assets, we have the amount of 45,000 from furniture and equipment, which added to the current assets gives us the total assets for the quantity of 189,478.50 pesos. For passives, we have 65,000 pesos from suppliers, accurate liabilities, 1,025.50 from interest, 14,744 coming from VAT payable, and 14,650 pesos coming from bank loans, giving us a total of passives of 95,419.50 pesos. Having as a total net worth the positive quantity of 94,059 pesos, which means our company has a profit of almost 50%.